Normally, when we talk about sustainability, this is the so-called triple bottom line that you have probably also seen in Bjorn's lecture. Have you seen this in Bjorn's lecture or not much? Not really? Feel free
Not
to unmute.
really.
Okay. But good. So basically, these are typically the three kind of dimensions of sustainability that are covered when people talk about this. In the project and in the lectures that you are seeing now in this online course, actually have these four dimensions. I cannot move the damn window, but these are the four dimensions. So technological, environmental, pedagogical, and social. What you notice is that basically we have taken away the economic part and we have added this like pedagogical and technological dimensions, which are kind of thematic dimensions for our topic, digital education. So digital, so we want to talk about technological. Education, we want to talk about pedagogical. And these kind of are our guiding questions here that we use for in the project and in the summer school for our explorations. So today we are focusing, of course, on this like bottom left corner. So is our infrastructure long lasting? Can we maintain it? And a few more questions that we will be able to see now. So we're going to go a bit on a deep dive, and I will need to be very careful with my timekeeping. So I'm actually going to introduce now something which might be a bit overwhelming, but I'm going to be breaking it down in a few parts. So to start with, I need to highlight one point. So when we are talking about technological sustainability, we should start from the acknowledging that there is no such thing as a purely technical decision. Even what might sound like the most technical decision actually has impact on all the other bottom lines. So it has an impact on the social, on the pedagogical, and on the environmental sides. So now this is where I ask you, give me I mean, some of you or many of you are computer scientist people. So I want you to give me a very technical decision, and I will show you that it is not a purely technical decision. Give me the most technical decision that you can see in terms of like this even the lecture we're doing now. Feel free to go as deep as you want. Like I will not be blown out of the water. Don't worry.
This is Christian. I guess using a different charting library for your presentations or something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, charting library for my presentation. That sounds like a technical decision, right? Like whether I use Google Docs like I have done here, or whether I use like, I don't know, like LibreOffice, right? Or Microsoft Office or whatnot. Well, here's one thing. All of these softwares, they have different energy consumptions because some are written in certain programming languages, some are written in other programming languages. So if we want to go like super nitty-gritty, we can see that some of this software has a different environmental impact. Actually, the fact that I'm using Google Slides is probably the least environmentally sustainable option that I could have. So yeah, I'm not doing like my best here. But there are also social elements. Some of these elements facilitate the fact that like if you're a screen reader user, you can access the presentation. Some other software make this harder. There are some pedagogical elements. So in this case, I could use some advanced features of Google Slides to let you interact with the presentation. That if I do this with Microsoft Office or LibreOffice, I wouldn't let you be able to do this. Socially, there are some impacts which are related to who can edit this software. If you are in a country which doesn't have like always on internet access and you're supposed to edit your slide with Google Slides, tough luck, right? So even the most technical decision has an impact on all the other bottom lines. We can even look at like the rendering algorithm for the screen, like how the pixels are rendered on the screen, like whether they're rendered left to right or right to left, and the effect, like how much GPU that takes and whatnot. All of these things have impact in all the other bottom lines. There is no such thing as a purely technical decision. Even like the sorting algorithm used in the worst like possible thing embedded into some code which is part of the program has an impact on the other bottom lines, because the algorithm, an efficient algorithm, is more energy efficient also. an inefficient algorithm is not as energy efficient. The assumption of how I model the data in all of these software will create less or more energy consumption. They will create and they will run faster or slower on certain laptops and certain devices, which mean if you have a less powerful device, you will have a lesser experience, or like everything is going to be feeling very sluggish to you. So it's yeah, the we're talking about technical sustainability now, and I'm going to go into some like technological aspects, but the reality is all of these things are interconnected. So the very tough job of the program you're going through is going to is to make you see the connections and make you spot like how the problem should always be taken like from a holistic perspective and like keeping all the things in mind.